All right. All right. Yeah, we're doing triceps. Woo! Sorry for not starting that off. All right, this is how I should have started off. All right, we're doing triceps. We're gonna start off with some motherfucking dips, and then we're gonna go and do some skull crushers until we almost can't anymore, and then we're gonna finish off with some why? Damn it, son of a bitch. Tricep kickbacks. That's what, that's what I said that right away. No editing needed. So, yeah, let's do this. I read the script before I even said it. And then I fucked it up. Just because I've fucked up what I've been calling them so many times that I can't even call them the right thing, even though when I'm doing the right routine of what I kept calling them easily, I still have trouble saying it. It's because I fucked it up, this specific routine, so every time I freeze. It's I don't know, just something I gotta get over. It's silly. Our dips are about as many as you can do. Your second set, well, you'll always be able to do way more than your first, but don't measure how many reps by anything. It all depends on how heavy you are and on what you ate. I mean, you could have had 30 or 150 pounds worth of cereal this morning. You never know. Shit can happen. Damn it. When you're doing dips, make sure you get some good, real, force, controlled tricep pumps. Because that separates the men from the boys. Damn it. Alright. Right there. Miss the days of using plates. All right. My biceps are sore as fuck. Oh, just pummel them triceps. 2/3 of your arm, baby. The best muscle group to do in your arm or chest, either or. If you want to flex for a photo. Sabrina Carpenter. So for my head fits my body. Actually, my head is too small for my body. Me and her should switch heads. I know, because I'm like, boom, and then her head is just like, she's like, almost like, Hey Arnold, football head. If you look at her, like don't get me wrong, she's absolutely gorgeous, but if like you take into contrast, like if you go and look at her from like 2020 something, and then you go and you see her when she, first became an adult and did like Thumbs, which is actually his really dope ass tune. That was probably the best song she ever did for like 5, 6, 7 years, until she did her like 20, 24, 25, 25 era, really. And then she like was taking over pop because Katy Perry lost her fucking mind, and she literally had enough hits, enough actual bangers to top Madonna like tenfold. Madonna's been out forever, and everyone's like, well, no, Madonna is, she's the queen of pop. Like, yeah, but then now, she's older than dirt, but somehow still is trying to look young. And, I mean, hey, if you're not built like Dolly Parton, don't bother, because you can't make yourself young as fuck with, like, CCs. And that's the only way to make yourself really young, is by going oversized with the implants. Period. That's just a fact. That's not for my fetish or yours or any other men's fetish. That is just a fact of life. If a woman wants to look younger than or hotter than women, like girls that are literally, just coming out of the womb, or 18, same difference. It's what it seems like. It's like they just come out of the womb. They were born yesterday, and then they're like 18. But seriously, no woman with XL implants would ever compete with a young girl. Fucking ever. 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 Unless you're just like a little boy and then older women scare you. And in that case, it's just like that little girl's gonna cheat on you for your dad. Or with your dad. Which is fucked up, but reality. It's so twisted. Actually, and the dad's probably a puss too, so probably that, maybe the older brother in the other room is much more likely. Or, which is probably why he's a simp. And then the dad was also the younger brother. And yeah, I don't know. Cause and effect, cause and effect. And yeah. And it's really twisted what, like the inclinations, that just the thought process, like the fact that like a woman could go after the dad and that could, like, register in your head and you can picture it like 100 times over again because it's been done in porn like a billion trillion times, quadruple million. So it's like something that is that, like, large of a genre, or with the stepmom or the girlfriend's mother who isn't anorexic, and well, obviously would have to have XL implants and a BBL, etc. Lip injections, the works. So yeah, that's my talking for today. It's just very silly how ignorant women are today, and they act like men, and they're so fucking disgusting and dirty. And I'm not just talking about trucker minds. You look inside their bedroom, it's fucking disgusting. You look inside their car, it's fucking disgusting. If they have a car, it looks like they're living out of it. If they don't have a car, it looks like they're living out of their bedroom only, and they've never seen a trash can in their fucking life. It's fucking like every girl, like I've grown up like with girls that you would think, especially with their very wealthy families and stuff, like that they would have like these immaculate fucking bedrooms, and you go in there and it fucking stinks like something died, and a meth den mixed with kitty litter that's like 100 days old, and matches, and Febreze, and a little bit of perfume, and mold. Ultimately. And it just feels damp in there. Always. And there could be no damp towels in the room, or anything damp whatsoever of the sort, but it would smell damp in there. You ever go into a room and it smells damp in there? Get the fuck out. You're just smelling like cancer. Like, I went over this kid's house I thought was my best friend until I saw the way he lived. And I saw that the way he lived inside his, well, it's not his bedroom because he shares it with an adult girl in the same bed. And, well, that's, this location for you, incest. And, well, they're not related, so it's just, pedophilia. So, but hey, Japanese anime's been training him up. I mean, he got me into anime. So, half the animes I watch with him, I'm like, wow, yeah, if, that little girl doesn't fucking get another room, I can't talk to you anymore. And, yeah. And then he got her own bed. And then she doesn't sleep in it, which is at the end of his bed. So, yeah, she just sleeps in his bed. And then, yeah, it didn't go away. It still hasn't stopped. Like, I distance myself after telling him off. I reach out here and there because, like, he's eccentric and he's an incel. Whether he likes, I mean, he'd probably agree with that. He's an incel now. At a point in time, he definitely would have been hardcore against it because he was in the military. But it was only so that the girl that he like first slept with ever, because he got into bodybuilding with me, and girls all of a sudden paid attention to him because he didn't look like a little boy anymore. And yeah, that's how it worked for both the younger brothers. And except for he started sleeping with a bunch of girls, and he's just like, he's really smart, but his social everything is fucking really retarded. Like, he's really a retard. Like, an actual retard. Um, I mean, I had some kind of Asperger's when I was a child, but my father beat it out of me, so I can say these things, just like, calling Jews fucking Jews. I can say it because, it has affected me because I am it. So if I didn't deal with the trials or tribulations, then yeah, I'd have every right to be like, no, don't run your mouth or talk shit about anything of the sort. And I can totally be like, 100%, yeah, but, and be against anyone ever that would say retard or like, Jew or anything like that. Anything anti-Semitic would be just wrong. But when you're a Jewish person yourself, you can call out fake, not fake, but like, stereotypical Jews for ruining the Jewish name, for literally bringing on all of the hate towards, the group of people. Like, that, like, the Israeli people should not be so fucking Jewish. Like, seriously. Stop being so fucking Jewish. And maybe, you won't have so many fucking hate mongers coming after you. Literally, World War I was the Jews in America going to war against the Germans and winning and putting their entire nation in poverty. Why do you think the Nazi regime became anti-Semitic? It wasn't in the first place. It wasn't even a communist regime. Hitler hated communism. If you do some history, you might realize there's a cause and effect for everything. So, yeah, no, normally, like, say, 20, 30 years ago, if people were like, yeah, like, pro-Palestine and fuck the Jews, it'd be like, all right, cool, maybe we'll get some of our money that they stole from us back from the fucking banks. And have been stealing from hardworking Americans for the last, like, 50, 100 years. Yeah, they've been fucking Jews. Like, seriously, they have, like, every poverty issue is because of them and the black race. Ever. It's because the black people are uncivilized and the Jews want to keep them that way. Period. Period. So, that's how it was. I mean, now it's not that way. Now it's like the ass backward opposite. Now the Jewish people are willing to spend millions of trillions of dollars just to have black men in homes, but that won't fucking happen. Look at like what's the norm of your, people? It's, fuck bitches, get money, and then leave them. After you, made a few bastards along the way. Cha-ching! And then you're dead. And then you're just another nigga dead. And then it's just like, NWA, nigga. Fucking hate that stupid shit. It, like, seriously, I said nigga to a half white, mostly white black girl that was just voluptuous. She's pretty much white with voluptuous and curly hair. And we were talking about rap, and we got into early 90s rap, and you can't get away from the nigga word, period. You can't. You fucking can't. They like sewn it into every fucking lyric. There fucking is. Like even the guru can't even get away from the nigga word. And he's been known as the guru. He's the fucking guru. You paid your dues, refuse to lose in this scenario. Your rep grows bigger. You're a legend and a hero. A rep grows bigger. Alright. Now that I'm fucking cold, you know, my blood is out of my triceps. Skull crushers! Alright. Everything after this is just burning out. Oh, I was just thinking about that fucking tampon tip. Getting caught red fucking handed as a fucking communist. Oh, a fucking treasonous piece of shit. That fucking scumbag. Oh, I'm so happy. Not happy because, like, I hate, you know, him and whoever he hangs out with and represents. I'm just happy, and I don't give a fuck about the downfall. I don't care about the fact that now literally all the Obamas go to prison, fucking the Clintons, they're definitely going to fucking prison. And if they don't, it's gonna be like fucking like what? Seriously. I don't care how bad their health is. I don't care that they took so many fucking drugs to keep it up. Both him and Hillary. Oh, they're fucking disgusting. And can you believe it? Hillary was actually really hot. Way back in the day. Like, she was actually gorgeous. She actually kind of looked like literally Sydney Sweeney if they had the same haircut. It's fucking crazy. Like, how angry of a woman could you be to look at like what you do now when you started off as Sydney Sweeney? And let's see how much different Sydney Sweeney looks in like 20 years or 30 years. And then we'll see how her life is like, you know, gone. And then we'll see if maybe it was really just pure evil and anger that made that woman such an ugly person. Because it's like, oh my God. Like, seriously. Like, oh my god, like, what's her name? Fucking, that stupid woman that they literally made, like, the most amazing pornos of ever. Which was, uh, she was a Minnesota, and, you know, whatever the fuck her name is. She was pretty hot, too. And, but she is also a fucking moron, like almost anyone from Minnesota. Which is like, yeah, good luck with all your Somalis, you stupid fucks. Like, you're welcome. Enjoy your inequality. Or wait. You mean poverty and, yeah, your inequality and your terrible, everything. And now that you know that your entire government, all your local money, all your local tax dollars has gone to a corrupt man that is probably not even shit from what he's stolen from taxpayers. He has probably stolen like close to $1 trillion, give or take. I think that's a going number for all Democrats now, because they have to be trillionaires. It's weird. Just look at Obama. He's pretty much there. He hasn't been president in how long? Some people might not even know because they're like, wait, we still answer to him. He's still technically the president to us in the Oval Office. We are his ears on the ground. We're here to shred any document that has proof of wrongdoing. Literally, that's how it is. The only way that motherfucker could not end up in prison is if he literally had people everywhere in the Oval Office to shred every little proof. Which is crazy because there's already, like written proof in documents and emails about, him 100% approving and pushing the Russian collusion hoax. And then he went on TV and even talked about it. So it was like, yeah, you're caught. But hey, let's let the fucking murderer get away with shit. And like the fact that they like literally made up the January 6th attack by literally doing the same thing that they did for the fucking elections with Kamala Harris, going and rewriting her entire speech and then editing all of the president's speech to sound like he's a fucking bumbling idiot, which they couldn't even really do it. None of the answers made any sense. It's just like, what? That editing is terrible. What the fuck is going on here? And it didn't even look right the first time. That's why they were like, yeah. And I guarantee you, our president was like, come on, baby. Come on. Keep it going. I already got the January 6th attack coming back to me. They doctored the footage, so 100% he goes and tells the people, hey, I want all of the state officials and the government officials to, fight hard to go and make this a great country again, and do whatever you can to make this a wonderful country, even though we have a terrible president now. They cut it and edited it and told them to go and attack, or no, the way he says to go to fight, and then they cut it before you could say, all you unhappy employees now that you have to go and work for an ignorant fucking totalitarian wow, I don't even want to try to pronounce that word again now that I think I fucked it up. Yeah, a total fucking ass clown, just ludicrous, everyone was so much of a fucking piece of shit. Like, seriously, you can't get worse as a person than pretty much everyone on the Biden docket and Obama docket. which is also the Clinton docket. The big three. But yeah, so those big three cocksuckers are, well, you know, two of them are probably cocksuckers, and two of them are known children cocksuckers. So, yeah. And the other one, I think he just does it for fun with his male companion. While he fixes his stroke. Oh my god, like his like political like efforts of like trying to be in the public eye have been like falling like off the rails left and right, and now he's caught for like $9 trillion of debt. Like, where did the money go? Come on, Tampon Tan. Where'd he go this time? You gotta come up with something better than, like, I don't know, we sent it overseas and US AIDS just ate it, like AIDS. Because that was the first excuse. Why, like, literally 100-something trillion disappeared. Is because of US AIDS ate it. Like, what? Like, seriously, we found that much fraud and abuse. Where the fuck is all the US AIDS money? That was hundreds of trillions of dollars. Where the fuck is that money? Everyone stop fucking caring about the fucking DOJ and everything that's going on with garbage fucking things to do with our fucking president and tell me where the fucking money went. You stupid fucking ignorant cocksuckers. Where the fuck is the hundreds of trillions of dollars? All you do is spread fake fucking news, and you don't fucking tell the truth about a fucking thing. You're fucking like a month behind with actual real life going on news. You know how I find that out? When I talk to one of you fucking lefty lunatics. It's not my fault that every fucking woman has married the fucking government and every fucking man has ruined them by giving them his disgusting fucking seed. And he's just some fucking, like, piece of shit fucking brown motherfucker. Like, fuck that scumbag. And not every, not every brown motherfucker, but like 98% of them. Especially if they're a fucking liberal. If they're conservative, then, they're probably a great person, and I'm just discriminating. But find me in a fucking, like, a dozen that are fucking actually conservative or actually give a fuck about anyone but themselves. You probably won't. Not in a lineup, not just, out of like 100 people, maybe you find one or two or three, and then the rest would be too afraid to even admit that they even like white people. Because they're all fucking racist. You cut like a racist lives like a racist. So if you have someone like me saying that all the problems in the world are to do with brown people leaving fucking mostly our white women, which you only fucked and ruined the lives of and made brown babies with them so no white man would want them. Period. That's the only fucking reason you did it. And because you don't fucking want the black girls. Like, stay in your fucking lane. Go back to your fucking country and stay in your fucking lane. Like, seriously. Like, the fact that fucking everyone tries to change fucking history is asinine. Seriously. Fucking asinine. There were only the natives and the English here. And then when the English, didn't or weren't able to completely wipe out all the natives, a lot of, Americans were created. And, it wasn't until England tried to really take back America from the people that settled there, like a long time prior, I can't give you the exact date because I'm too angry, but I used to remember all this shit in history class. I used to love it, yelling out the numbers, because I love numbers. That's why I was a machinist, because I could just do it in my head. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so, and they brought over slave owners that were black, and then those black slave owners sold their slaves to white men, and also owned their own plantations with their own slaves, because they wanted the black people, or they wanted the white people to feel comfortable doing horrific things to black people. So they lived right next to them and did it, and showed them how terribly they treat them, and showed them that it's okay. Like, literally, your forefathers showed the white man how to beat a nigga. So if you're gonna act like you're not the racist fuck just bringing up racism ever, when you are the reason for your own racism and downfall, why that statement of, just another nigga dead actually rings true to this day. I mean, especially if you're in Chicago, that means that happens like 8 or 9 times a day. So that's enough of that about that, and I'll go back to yeah. All right, just do a bunch of light reps. But seriously, like, oh my god. The day I don't have to fucking turn on the news and hear a black person talk about racism is the fucking, oh my god, the day that I will not be annoyed when I wake up. Which will never happen, so it seems like I'll be annoyed every day that I wake up and turn on the TV, or like anything that tells you anything that's happening in the world, even if it's just fake. There's racism, and it's fucking annoying. That's why, even though Morgan Freeman is an eccentric pig and has done some terrible things in his career as an actor, like most eccentric actors, but he's a creepy dude, and the women that he creeped on were like, it was creepy. And also, he's a groomer too. So yeah, he uses his whole like, feel safe with me, child, because I'm the one who narrates all your school books. It's so fucked up, but it's true 100%. That's why I don't really like him anymore. But, I mean, he was in 7. Like, what the fuck? He was in so many fucking epic films. It's like, how do you not, like, hate him? Like, how do you, I mean, cut that back. Cut that out. How do you hate him? Because it's like, he's given us all these wonderful things, and then one person who put themselves in a situation where you can't deny that there are always risks involved when you have an eccentric person that doesn't know how to handle social cues and social rights from wrongs, and have had managers literally get them out of any trouble they've ever been in, and literally constantly watch over them, and probably clean up a lot of murderers of a lot of whoas that didn't have any parents, or their parents didn't give a fuck about them. I wonder how many fucking skeletons are in that man's closet, just by how well he did in the movie 7. And, yeah. And he's got other films that I can't think of off the top of my head. But the smartest thing that man has ever said, which, if, black people everywhere just listen to him, literally, if that statement could actually take hold and every man of color were to, not, live by everything, and I'm getting vague, but what he said was, after a reporter goes and asks him how he feels about ending racism, and Morgan Freeman quickly responds, just stop talking about it. Period. And this is me adding to it. Shut the fuck up! You claim racism after the horrific fucking things the black people have fucking done? Like, seriously. Al Sharpton is the most racist, most fucking... He has killed with his, like, fascist rhetoric. Like, his racist rhetoric. He has killed thousands of young men. And most of them, like almost all of them, are black. He himself is the reason why Chicago is probably the top 10 most dangerous places in the world right now. Literally Al Sharpton alone. That racist motherfucker. Also, where the fuck are you, Mike Tyson? Why the fuck haven't you gone after that cocksucker for stealing your fucking life? Like, hello? He was literally your money guy, and you are now a fucking loser. Like, you let a child beat your ass. You let a little fucking boy that I can't even remember the fucking name of. I can remember Iron Mike Tyson. I can respect and love and worship the baddest motherfucker to ever step in the ring, ever. And I can't remember the fucker that beat you when you almost looked like you're in your prime again. I mean, your neck wasn't, was half as fat as it was. Because it's funny, after your matches, if you watch them consecutively, you can literally see your neck just get fatter and fatter and fucking fatter. As literally, it's fucking crazy. And it's like, holy shit. So then like, that's how you don't get knocked out. Your head doesn't fucking move. And yeah, and what happened is a woman and the fucking manager that introduced him to that woman ruined his fucking career, his fucking life. He even made a comeback, but it didn't matter. His life was already fucking ruined. The eye was out of the tiger. He had nothing. He didn't have that fire, that pizzazz. The only fire he had was just being mad at like every single time he beat someone up. It wasn't because he was trying to kill them. It was because he just wanted to fuck up Al Sharpton really bad. And he obviously doesn't care about beating women all that much, because if he saw the other guy as the woman that stole all of his money, then I'm sure every single person he ever faced would have looked worse than, like, yeah. And also, if supposedly there was a chunk taken out of Evander Holyfield's ear, where the fuck was it? I've watched that video so many times. He even spits. I slowed down the video. I watched it in HD. I watched it in all different versions. Every, like, 480p and up and etc. All the way to 4K, baby. And not once do you see on his ear any blood or any chunk missing. Make it like everyone was like, oh, you can't really tell, and they made it seem like fucking Pineapple Express, where he's like, trying to put like part of his ear on where, there was a hole. And he's like, does it look all right? And he's like, But seriously, yeah, so that was showbiz, and that racist fucking fear-mongering, fucking just all around treasonous, fucking anti-American, just serial racist Al Sharpton should be burned at the fucking stake. Like, I don't wish death upon anyone, but if I were to wish death upon a person, Al Sharpton would be number fucking one. There is no one in this world that has profited more off of ruining the lives of other people. And he has done more damage to the black and brown community more than any other community times 100,000. Like, Infinity plus one. Seriously. Infinity plus one is the damage that Al Sharpton has done to the black and Puerto Rican Hispanic race. And I say Puerto Rican because it's like, come on. You know the motherfuckers that are lazy. You know the motherfuckers that are mad as hell because they were never part of the Hispanic fucking culture ever. Like, ever. Like, I'd be so mad if I was a Puerto Rican, like, knowing, like, Narcos history. I'd be madder than fucking hell. I mean, yeah, their women are fucking gorgeous. But they have no fucking rules, logic. I have never met a young Puerto Rican man that I would call a nice young man. Or heard of, or seen, or heard of, or seen. Ever. There doesn't exist one. I dated, like, oh my god, the most amazing MILF ever, who was supposedly still married, and then we broke up, and then she got remarried to a guy her own age that was like 5 years older, and he only had pictures like back from like Kenya. And then she supposedly moved to New Jersey in with this motherfucker, and yeah, and it was supposed to hurt my feelings, which I know she's just whoring it up, and I caught her red-handed because she's the CEO of two plastic surgery centers, so for her to have that, she was a DEI hire, and her ass is definitely not real. And it is like a work of fucking art to the point where I love the videos that I have of the few weeks that we spent together, just having to go to the grocery store and, you know, anywhere. It's like literally like fucking candy. Like, she's like, do you want anything? I'm like, what? All the blood is down here. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to not walk into aisles. And aim. It sounds terrible. But yeah, seriously. And I was like, okay, first of all, there's no way in hell that's not a BBL. And if it isn't, then oh my god. But then, you know, I had my way with that many times throughout the few weeks because, you know, I'm not a stupid man. I've let a few plastic girls go because they had disgusting innards. Like, disgusting. Like, they were like fucking cancer on the inside. They were like the worst human beings I've ever met. And it sucks because they were the hottest human beings on the outside. So, it all makes sense. Cause and effect. But yeah, so when I got a whiff of her being crazy and her being a complete whore, I used the fuck out of that whore. And yeah, I can't even tell you what part of this house I haven't fucking destroyed her on. And just her ass too. Because I wasn't going to fucking waste my time. Even though, like, she had such a fetish for everything to do with everything. Like, I can't even tell you, like, how many times she would beg me every time I had to go pee to just pee in her or on her mouth or all over her or just down her throat. And because I was like, I don't want to make a mess. So that was the alternative. And then it was set that I would never have to go pee again. I would just pee in her mouth, and then if she couldn't just swallow it right then and there, she would go to the bathroom and spit it out. What the fuck? I know a lot of Hispanic girls love pee play because, you know, it's all over the internet. Especially the really, really hot ones, because those are normally the crazy fucking ones. Because they have the plastic surgery, so they have fucked the most disgusting men in the world and have literally gone insane from horrific PTSD experiences. So you're dealing with someone that is a trigger hair away from murdering like hundreds of people, but then the only thing stopping them is the fact that why would they go and ruin their life when they just went through all of that and now they finally have all these perfect, implants and ass injections or just the BBL altogether and lip injections. Because then you're good. You don't really want ass injections because that means that it's probably done in a back room somewhere. And most of the women that have those, that's the asses that they got in back rooms in third world countries. But yeah. So really it's hilarious. But that's life. That's life. Such a good Frank Sinatra song. I wish I knew like all of the words. I do, but I don't enough to just sing it away. Anyways, we're gonna do some. Oh, we're gonna go down 10 pounds. Do some tricep kickbacks. I'm gonna lower this. Well, so you don't get sick. I can't remember how we got on the topic of talking about plastic surgeries and all that, BBLs, etc. Third world countries. Making Minnesota third world country is happening right now, thanks to Secretary Tim Waltz, Tampon Tim, that sick individual that put tampons in men's bathrooms. Like, seriously, if there's anyone that you want to knock the fucking teeth out of, it's him. Other than Al Sharpton, that racist fucking, he has caused more fucking deaths in this world and more poverty in America than anyone in the entire fucking universe. Like, out of all the wars we've been in, he's cost us more deaths than all the wars put together. I fucking guarantee you. Every single day that there's another nigga dead, that's Al Sharpton's doing. 100 fucking %. I mean, we've watched him literally jump all over everything that he possibly could do with race. And every single fucking time I watched a documentary about him, he has never been right. Fucking ever. He has never, ever been politically correct, racially correct, or correct, period. About a fucking word that has ever come out of his mouth. That racist, ignorant fuck. Fuck you, Al Sharpton. You fucking cocksucking Metzafanook. That's all the fuck you are. And that's all you ever will be. And the fact that people won't fucking murder you or fucking stomp it in your grave, like smear your body up against that disgusting, like, poor Pink Floyd fucking mural, and just, like, use his innards to wipe off that, like, literally grab something, or have Homelander or someone that's that fucking powerful. They could literally take him and put him up in his fucking brand new fucking, $10,000 suit that came out of your pocket, your pocket, and then just put him up on the wall and then squeegee that Pink Floyd wall clean. So there's no more fucking poor, like, disgusting Roger Waters fucking, like, with some dopey looking black guy fucking mural. It's fucking ugly and disgusting. Why would you make such an ugly fucking black dude, like, that has something to do with Roger Waters, which he makes nothing but garbage since Pink Floyd wasn't Pink Floyd. And that happened like literally 30 fucking years ago. I think they had one fucking hit ever again. And that was it. And I don't think it was because of Roger Waters either. Pretty sure it was because of the rest of the band. What's that song? It's like that 80s rock. It's a good tune. I don't know, but yeah, seriously, Homelander needs to fucking squeegee that fucking poor Pink Floyd fucking disgusting mural about some black guy being a part of Pink Floyd originally or something. I don't know. These black people are so racist, they think that they created fucking everything. I mean, the fact that they created fucking music is, like, beyond reproach. Oh. And also the fact that, like, yeah, like Elvis Presley learned everything he learned from, like, B.B. King. That is another fucking racist sellout. Fucking loser. Every single time it's like, here's the stereotypical black guy that claims to have created music, and then they pull out B.B. King, and then he does something about some ulcer medication or some fucking I can't get it up medication. And it's like, yeah, we know you did too many drugs, and that's why you are so dumb. You think that you created music that other people created, and people are so dumb all around you that they believe you because you're that old, and they like to, take one hit of grass and then lose their fucking mind. Like I remember my first joint and go to fucking that awful, awful place, New Orleans, where they play jazz like it's like an actual music, not just a bunch of instruments being throw down the fucking stairs. Like, seriously, jazz is fucking instruments thrown down the fucking stairs. You could say that over and over again, and people, if they're fundamentalists. I wonder if, like, every person that loves jazz is a fundamentalist, like, affluent, like, psychopath, like when deep down, because I have never seen a masculine jazz player, just blues players that were masculine. Like, I fucking love the blues. But claiming that the blues started country is fucking ignorant as fuck. What? What? Are you seriously telling me that 1930s, 40s, and 50s music influenced or was influenced by black music? The most, like, goody two-shoes, like, PG safe, it was, like, known as, at the time, that people that liked groovier, faster tunes were beatniks. And that was, like, their whole thing. And it was mostly young white men. It didn't ever become a black thing. Nope. They just had a bunch of black people that heard things around the white people that they were serving, and then brought it back to their barns and claimed it was their fucking own, just like they claimed that they started everything. They claimed that Christ was black, fucking everything. Like, Fucking Cleopatra was black, I guess. Fucking, I mean, you might as well go for it all, you know. I mean, you allow trans in women's sports, so obviously that's the next bet is making God black. Hell, fuck it, you know, fuck the world. I guess that's the logic of every Democrat is fuck the world because we don't like being able to steal all the money and we're not like wipe our ass with $100 bills rich. That's how fucking rich Democrats are. Like seriously. If like I wouldn't say they're intelligent because they're going to prison. But if they manage to get away with this like huge fucking lifelong fucking scam scheme, then yeah, they're fucking brilliant. And if they can somehow only get a slap on the wrist, which is all they're gonna get, and then they get to go and fucking hang out in all different, you know, 5-star countries that are only, you know, allowing people of upper scale class to go, and it costs like, you know, $10,000 for a lunch, you know, those types of places. They'll just disappear and go and live their lives there with all the money that every person has done something that they hated to do over and over again and have either done horrific things because of or are going to do horrific things because they hate doing what they're doing, but they have to survive. All of that money that they are giving to the government, they just fucking give it away to fucking losers and psychopaths and fucking thieves and communists. It's fucking stupid. And if you if you can consider yourself even semi-political and then semi-democrat at all and semi, you know, pro-democracy, even a little bit, anyone should knock your teeth out and say you are a fascist, leftist, lunatic, communist, piece of shit, and then everyone should run over and start stomping him or her. And then, you know, and then maybe they will stop murdering people. Like innocent people that did nothing to them. Like seriously, what the fuck? All I know is that if I got murdered by that fucking weirdo, that murdered fucking Charlie Kirk, I would never rest ever. And also knowing that I have a wife like that out there in her early 30s. That looks like that everyone in the world knows of. I can't tell. There is no way that she stays a good girl out of all of this. There is no fucking way. Like, there's no fucking way. I mean, people are like, how the hell did she stay loyal when they were together and he was the hot commodity? Then again, you gotta kind of wonder, wait a minute. Her being that beautiful kind of makes you wonder, like, I watch a lot of like stories that now that people are realizing that, like, you know, the compassionate class of people, supposedly the empathetic, which were supposed to be the blue Democrats, you know, they were all about, like, last time I checked, you know, being gay and feminine was not aggressive and masculine. Hello? Like, hello? And then you have these masculine, semi wannabe feminine, but aren't killing people or doing horrific things that are, you know, extreme terrorism, just violence everywhere. And you have these people also Like, catching things on fire, looting, fucking going in women's bathrooms, fucking children's bathrooms, little girls' bathrooms. Seriously, these sick fucking freaks. Ruining it for any person that happens to be, you know, not a fucking freak. And now, like, they're disassociated. They don't even, like, they have no one now. And they have no one to blame but their own people that they were protecting and that they connect with and are friends with. Yeah, those guys that you didn't want to fuck because they were fat and ugly, and you were, weird looking because you were going through your transition, and like now that you've gotten enough plastic surgery, you don't even look like the same person. You just look like a plastic bimbo Barbie or whatever the fuck. It's hard to say, bimbo Barbie, bimboification. But yeah, if you're into all that, which you should be, every woman should be, everyone. Period. Every woman. And then you'll stop being so fucking masculine and disgusting. And you know how to go and keep a man instead of fucking losing him to fucking, like, time away from you. Men are choosing time away from you over being with you, and you're choosing the state and many low-class, dirty men to give you diseases and to share diseases with and to do drugs with, and then to ruin, your children's lives, their children's lives, the friends of your children's lives, everyone involved with you. You ruin the fucking world after you marry the fucking state. The more time I spend on the single parent dating app, which is funny because I've seen probably 30 to 50 girls that I went to school with, and I was either had semi-relationship with and was like, I don't want to be, stuck with that. And then I see the family that they have, and it's like, yes, dodged a fucking rocket launcher. It's like fucking dodged the BFG in Doom. That's how big of a weapon I just dodged. Is the BFG in Doom. The big fucking gun, yeah. Hold the button and the entire screen goes green. Oh. Yeah, and it would kill you too. That gun was the shit. Wait, did it kill you if you did a full blast of a whole screen? No, I don't think it did. I think only it was the rocket launcher that would do that. And that was only if the place it hit, which I used to run around with a rocket launcher, like when you play PvP, and I have never been beaten, by the way. That is the best game and the only alternative that's the fact that people play Counter-Strike or have ever played Counter-Strike for any length of time instead of just playing Doom multiplayer on Xbox 360 or Xbox or Super Nintendo or N64. Yeah, if you haven't played those games, you're, for one, an idiot, and two, you have no fucking talent whatsoever. Three, seriously, you never should get out of your fucking incel basement because all you are good at is mass murdering people and using a mouse. That's it. That's it. You should just code and live in your little dark basement that's covered in mold and just stay the fuck away from the rest of the world forever. Don't just come out of your hole because you're upset one day and start murdering innocent people. Just stay the fuck away from everyone like you were doing. Please, stay home. And that's why I fucking hate Democrats and call them communists, because of those motherfuckers, these weird incels, are coming out of their caves and fucking creating mass violence. Seriously. How the fuck Democrats, communists, even sleep at night, like ever, and don't like confess to their local pastor, their entire congregation, their town, everyone that could possibly know that they even are alive or exist, that they denounce that, communist regime rhetoric and are actually for America and democracy. And then we let them stay in the country. Otherwise, we deport the fuck out of all of them. They need to go on top of the Somalis and the fucking M16 members. Oh, they're not M16. Fuck, M13. They're a shit fucking unorganized fucking racist bunch of fucking idiots. Ignorance. They're a bunch of fucking ignorants. Like, seriously. Fuck them for copying M16, the official communist regime that actually was created because of a professor that was teaching in a class, in Cuba, in Colombia, to go and learn about Karl Marx. And they all became incredibly fascinated with it. And next thing you know, his students are now his entire platoon. And their teacher, who wasn't really like, an aggressive man or wasn't really about power, but he understood symbolism. And symbolism is the most powerful thing in the fucking world. And that's how M16 got started. And then they started kidnapping narco traffickers like relatives. And if you think that's fucking insane for someone to go and kidnap, like, someone that, that is a relative of a narco trafficker, someone that's got more money than God and more connections than God, and more bullets than God, everything. Like, they own more parts of the world than God. Like, seriously. And yeah. So it's quite funny. I love it all because it's just hilarious, the ignorance and the ignorance out there. The fuck. Yeah, so these actual M16 members actually kidnapped narco traffickers' daughters and nieces and cousins, and that would seem insane when the people like I just explained are the people you're stealing from, and those are the people after you, and you have to keep, you're taking a human being. You're not like taking like a little package that you can hide just anywhere. So if you think that's fucking crazy, then you don't know shit about M16. And then you'll really realize that M13 and every fucking thing that any of these fake wannabe cartels have done since the fucking 70s has been all just pussy shit. And it's just like fucking literally like Muslims watching Black Hawk Down or some other like stupid fucking movie like that movie that Clint Eastwood did that was a shit show, fucking American Sniper with Bradley Cooper, and they both weren't meant for that role. They both just latched on because they both wanted the praise of the story because it was so heart-wrenching. And I just think the whole story is fucking disgusting because it's like they didn't tell that guy was fucking nuts. And yeah, you have your own problems, but there's a big fucking difference between the guy that's gonna go and like turn a gun on you than a guy that has nightmares. Seriously, they're fucking night and day. Oh my god. And when I tell people I have PTSD, I have to explain to them, no, I'm not a fucking psychopath. Um, yeah, I really have PTSD, but no, I'm not going to grab a gun and kill you without knowing it in the middle of the night. And I laugh at people like that because if you don't get fucking help, you don't belong in society. And if you're going to come over to our country after you've literally changed as a human being, you're no longer an American because you've adapted to another country's way of living. So you literally go and like divine and conquer that country, and then you think you have the right to come back to civilization without being 100% vetted and deprogrammed and not taught to, be a god, but taught to be a regular human being again. Because last time I checked, every single one of those motherfuckers that go over in those third world countries and start walking around like they own the place also act like they own the world. When, people that aren't much bigger than them could fucking end them. When they're not around, they are just a danger to society. They're just like a mass murder weapon, just ready to go off at any moment. And it fucking sucks. Because, people like that mixed with, all the other fucking, you don't know whose side to be on. And then really you just gotta follow the money. And that's what, Narcos is all about. Like, Ronald Reagan never gave a shit about drugs in America. The thing that he cared about was the fact that all of his very rich fucking friends were worried about the economy in Miami tanking. That was it. So that's why Reaganomics started, period. And then, Bush Sr. was a crackhead, so he needed his stash for crack. So yeah, they went to war to get their own coke and crack. And the purest of the pure. The purest of the pure. Sorry, it was a terrible original Bush. And then you have George Bush Jr., who was a full-on cokehead. He was like a crazy known cokehead. Like, the fact that no one knew that the reason why 9/11 happened was because of the fact that he blew hundreds of millions of dollars up his nose, like, is just asinine. And yeah, they needed more money because Mr. Democrat from a Democrat family decided to go and, ride that, that redneck Texas train and pretend to be a Southern man and run like good old American Republicans. And yeah, that's how he made office. But he was never a Democrat. Just look by how poor of a person he is on the inside and on the out. And just look at the fact that he can't have a conversation without going like, hello? People don't pay attention to shit. If you think about, like, how many people are in Congress and how them actually do a fucking thing, like, do a fucking thing in Congress is, like, mind-blowing. Like, seriously, if you have a brain, you can count to 10, and you know how to not swear, you have a right to be in Congress. That's all it takes. Because there's people in there that are less than you. There are literally Sesame Street fucking characters part of Congress. Sesame Street stereotype fucking characters. That, let me remind you, the show was The Bronx, or whatever the fuck. It was, whatever, the poor part of New York. I've never given a fuck to pay attention. And it's like, what era? There's always a poor part of New York. I guess it's always the Bronx, or it's always Queens, or I don't fucking know. Hell's Kitchen, I don't know. New York is a complete shithole to me, so I guess there is no nice places. Like, do they smell the pollution way up in the sky? Because they just keep building up. Are they getting away from the pollution? And with all the pollution underneath them, Are they lightheaded all the time? Like, these things, they should be answered. Because seriously, how in the fuck do you live in a house that's just nothing but windows on like the 100th something floor or 1000th fucking floor, and literally be able to go and spit off of like where your floor is and then kill like 20 people on the way down, because it would go through the ground and kill whoever's down in the subway. Just think that. And to them, because of the floor that they're on, they think they're better than people that are on the lower floor. It's just crazy to me. Like, seriously, if you even have a place you owned that smells or stinks or has any type of resemblance of New York in it, around it, or near it, you're in the slums. I'm sorry. I don't care how much fucking money you make. You drive through that, I don't care how fucking nice your car is. You park, your car won't be there. Seriously. And if you're one of these people that have moved recently or are moving or whatever to get rid of the fact that all your shit's about to be stolen from a socialist, whatever the fuck he is, high school principal or whatever the fuck, that Mandani faggot. Normally I wouldn't say that word, but he's a faggot. And I have nothing against gay people, but he is a faggot. And I call it like I see it. And you can't deny what people are. People are what they are. And the fact that people go and claim others or what they are themselves and don't own up to who they are as people is fucking just a shame. So right now, all he cares about is being a socialist, but next thing you know, his significant other's going to come out of the woodwork. You can just tell by looking at him. He's a fagala. A fanook. And, yeah. I don't want that to be the last fucking thing in my, my workout, because it's fucking disgusting. Ugh, just everything to do with that person and who he represents and who the people are that voted for him are the fucking scum of the earth. Yeah. Good luck to the people that are fucking now, like, hightailing it out of New York. Like, you reap what you sow. Like, you can't run away from that bullshit. The people, who is ever, like, you know, where you live is gonna find out that you're the cancer. So you're just spreading it. You didn't run from it. It's you. You can't just move to another state when you brought the fucking problem. It's like Texas now. Everyone in California that ruined fucking California now live in Texas. So, like, my idea before, like, literally 3 months ago, literally on this channel was like, yeah, I should go to move to Texas because everything is bigger and better in Texas. And, you know, they're all the good old boys down there. And, yeah, there may be redneck fucks that are annoying and just stupid, just ignorance, like ignorance, but white. And, yeah, but no, it's now got a large percentage of woke people, a large percentage of fake liberals that are all just communists and, you know, far left, fascist fearmongers. And yeah, then wherever they go, they just like turn into a third world country. That's what happens. They migrate, they turn into a third world country, and they migrate to the next one. And then they spend the whole time saying, we wish we were in our country. It's like, then just go to your fucking country and stop making our country your country. It's not, and it never has been, and never fucking will be. The fuck is wrong with you, you stupid motherfuckers? Like, seriously. I don't wish actual physical harm on everyone, anyone, except for Al Sharpton. That man has murdered more innocent people than anyone I know of. And that man deserves, like, the worst fucking torture for the rest of his fucking days. And then executed. Like, in the most, like, put on a pole. Like the Muslims do. In Times Square. Literally. That would be the only justification. Is put him on a pole. And let it sleep, let him fuck him in the ass like he fucked our country in the ass. That fucking piece of shit. Yeah, fucking closet fucking gay men fucking ruining it for other gay people everywhere. Why do you think I said such a nasty fucking word? It's because they fucking are. It's like, read the writing on the fucking wall. Read the fucking room. Read your fucking country. If you're talking about racism, you're a racist. If you're Al Sharpton, you're a racist, a bigot, a murderer, a racist, and an ignorant. And also, you practice mass murder, and you live for mass murder. Just all you care about is people killing themselves or killing each other. That's all you care about. That's why you hide all, the innocent people getting attacked on your news stations, and then you only talk about what our Trump had for breakfast. Our Trump. Our president had for breakfast, and that's like the news, and then that's all they talk about for a fucking week, and then it's like, haven't you heard about all the shootings and stuff like that? When I talk to people, and they're like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? You mean the ones that the Republicans did? And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then it's like, wait, you're one of those fucking psychopaths that think that January 6th stunt and literally making millions of people think that the president just told them to attack the Capitol because they put a lefty lunatic old man that was dying and was an idiot, just an all-around fucking idiot in the White House with the dumbest fucking secretary ever. Oh yeah, also the fucking that racist fucking lying. She also stole a shitload of money too. That fucking public speaker that did the most disgusting version of Caroline Levitt's job. Caroline Levitt, she lays the hammer down, and then this black chick was just like, I don't know, I'm from Kenya. The whole fucking time, she's like, I don't know, I have a hairstyle from Kenya. And then, then next thing you know, you find out that the vice president's black, and she's like, what? Sister. Oh my God, sisters. We're sisters. And brothers should be brothers. Brothers and brothers. I want to get paid, motherfucking nigga. Yeah, that's their fucking logic. That's all they give a fuck about is their own fucking pockets, their own wealth, their own everything. And an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. And that's why we want to just say, go off and, live your fucking, your, hole in the ground or fucking cave lifestyle because you haven't moved past the caves, and fucking go live in your caves and stay the fuck out of our country and the fuck away from us civilized people. Just go the fuck away when you don't have fucking rights here. Get the fuck out. And now, I've talked way too much. It's like an hour and a half, so let's end this at a good even number. So I got 20 seconds. This is Bodybuilding by Holobic, and I'll see you next time.